So, San Huberto white wines. Argentina is very famous for its reds, a little bit less so for its whites, but there's one exception. If you're going to have a meal in Buenos Aires or up in the hills with the guapos and everybody else, pretty much it's two courses. You're going to have a main course, which is almost certainly going to involve a dead cow somewhere. You're going to have a giant steak. They eat steak for breakfast, tea, dinner, for snacks. They're big beef eaters, and Argentina is obviously very famous for its beef. But what do you have before that? Well, they do these wonderful little baked pies, like little pasties, which are utterly delicious, and they're called empanadas. And the best thing to go with empanadas is the variety kind of Argentina as a white wine, and it's this one, Torrontes. Torrontes is an old cross of one of the most noble, oldest varieties in the world. In fact, it's the only variety mentioned in the Bible, and that's called Muscat. Muscat is a great variety which is often made into sweet wines. So when people talk about Muscat, they often think of sweet wines. But the grape variety in of itself is just like any other. You can make a dry wine or a sweet wine. Muscat was crossed with other varieties over the years and ended up in Argentina as Torrontes. It's got the most deliciously perfumed smell. Let's have a little crack at it. Somebody once said that Muscat is the only grape variety that smells of grapes. And the reason for that is it's the only grape variety which we both eat and make into a wine that we drink. So it smells like the nicest eating grapes you can imagine. It's wonderful, perfumed, fragrant eating grapes you get. The big ones you get in the supermarket. It's not high in acid, which is nice. Good for the old acid reflux. But also it goes great with all those flavours and a baked pastry, bit of pork in there, bit of chicken, mushroom, vegetables. In the oven for 18 minutes, come out piping hot, overlooking the Madre. Wonderful. San Huberto Torrontes. A very, very good introduction to the grape variety.